1990, and I did this silly thing. And this is what the song was all about. I never told my parents because it would have gone. That wouldn't have been realistic. But now I'm telling all of you.
God, no.
But I was with one of my best friends up in New York. He was a jingle singer, and he also had a house up in Connecticut, up in Stamford. And we were up there partying, being crazy. And I was about my late 20s or 30 years old, whatever I was. We'd been partying all night, and I woke up in the morning. I went, I just didn't feel right. So he's like, there's a hospital like 2 blocks away. And I didn't have any or maybe not good health insurance at the time. So he said, he had really good health insurance because he was singing jingles and making a lot of money. He's like, just use my thing. So I memorized all of his. I know this is going really crazy. So I memorized whatever I felt like I had to memorize. It was actually over. And I went down to the hospital and I thought, well, they're just going to see me and go, you're okay. And then we'll be back partying again. And, right after that. So I went in there, I did all that, and they went, And all of a sudden they're going to check me in and take me upstairs, and I'm staying overnight.
Uh-oh.
So I had this bracelet on. His name was James Lewes. So I had my bracelet, how they do in the hospital.
James Lewes.
I'm James Lewes. So I go up there and I'm like, oh my God. And I was in the room with another man. He was really old. I thought that he's probably about my age now. And he really was. And his name was Edgar. And I talked to him quite a bit throughout the night, but at the same time, we were realizing this is something not good. I'm talking to James. He's calling like lawyers and things. And I called Ed during this time.
One night I get a call and he's like, Ed, I'm in the hospital. It's worse than that. I've told him I'm James Lewes.
It's so crazy. I mean, it's so crazy. I'm like, what the hell have I done? And I was plenty old not to do something that stupid, but I did it that day. So I stayed in the hospital, and it was all this stress of this, and I literally pretty much wrote all the lyrics to this song that I'm going to play right now. I had to do something. This song is called James for a Day. Because I was.
There you are.
Because what happened,
Ding, ding.
the next morning, like at 6 o'clock when they come in there to check on you, that's when I was going to tell them the truth and just go, So I went, Doc, I got something really funny to tell you. Maybe it's not funny, but it is what it is. I'm not James Lewes, I'm Keith Mack, whatever. So they cut the bracelet off me and they put Keith Mack on my arm. And another little part of the story, whatever, I guess I'll just throw this in. What I did learn from that experience was that I had a condition called mitral valve prolapse, which is a leaky heart valve. And I had heart surgery in 2015, which went really well and it was great. And if I didn't know that, I might never have done that. And my father passed away at 59. Heart attack. It's hereditary, that mitral valve. I know this is too much information. Sorry, we're into it now.
It's all good.
But now I got to finish the story. I'm sorry. But it maybe saved my life just from that experience of finding out that's what I had. But I remember the next day when I was checking out, and I'd been talking to my buddy, old man my age now, Edgar, and I was leaving. He goes, son, he says, you got my name down really good. He says, I don't know what your name is. He's like, you James, you Keith? He didn't know what the hell I was. So here's James for a Day. Seemed enough to be a harmless plan, as I had seen it through, with every detail under my command. As James, I would make my debut. All night long, my thoughts race on. Gotta make the story go. If it's not gonna be the truth, you have to know just what to say. To be James, James, James for a day. To be James, James, James for a day. At every turn the situation grew. Who knew it'd be so hard? I start to wonder if they all should know as I signed the admission card. All night long, my thoughts race on. Gotta make the story go. If it's not gonna be the truth, it takes a lot of work to stay. And James, James, James for a day. To be James, James, James for a day. Well, you can't be another ghost. Sometimes we try. It doesn't work that way. Better off to get to know who we are. That's what will stay every day. If it's not gonna be the truth, well, there's a price you have to pay. Big James, James, James for a day. To be James, James, James for a day. To be James, James, James for a day. James, James, James for a day. James, James, James for a day. If it's not gonna be the truth, there's a price you have to pay. James, James, James for a day.
Yeah.
And there was a big price.